Well, exciting news. As you've probably seen, Dreamworld Gold Coast recently posted a teaser for the next iteration of Motocoaster. What could it mean? What the heck is it? Let's talk about it. Motocoaster sadly closed earlier this year, leaving a lot of people devastated, myself included, and since then there's been no news of a replacement. Seriously, it's been a couple of months now and nothing's really changed on site. Until now, that is. Dreamworld posted a little reel on social media to advertise some cheaper park tickets, like they normally do, and they did a little fun skit featuring Dreamworld CEO and overall cool guy Greg Yong. I watched it as soon as it went live and quickly noticed something immediately with my Motocoaster attuned antenna. Yup, that's the Motocoaster queue on the left on his screen there, and to the right it looks like we have an AI generated image of what the station could be after a retheme. It's hard to make out in the pixely image, but it certainly looks like it could be rethemed to Rivertown to me, which makes sense as it's pretty much already located in the land, isn't it? It really had an awful theming clash when it was Motocoaster. But is this a new ride or a retheme? Some people think a retheme is likely, myself included. It just makes sense. The main detractor for the original ride was the trains, with their interesting prototype design, which many people hated. Replacing it with a modern, comfy train with, normal seating could make this a fantastic step-up coaster for those still psyching themselves up for the bigger rides like Still Taipan. Pair that with the awesome theming Dreamworld has been known to implement recently, and you'd have a fantastic, relatively cheap new attraction on your hands, which could really tide us over until Dreamworld starts working on whatever's next. Greg Young kind of hinted at this in his recent interview on Dane's Theme Park Live, where he mentioned that the park has two projects in the pipeline, one larger and one smaller.
There's two things, and we've got a thing that's coming up more sooner, and then we've got a thing that's kind of a bigger picture thing, a little bit further out, and that's more significant.
I'm going to bet Motocoaster 2 is the smaller one. What if it's not a retheme though? Could, Motocoaster get demolished and replaced with something else? I've seen a few people talk about that and think it's likely. Will we see Motocoaster track at the local scrapyard? As much as I want the park to get an awesome new roller coaster or something, I'd rather see something new go elsewhere in the park. There's a lot of space available, like the old log flume site, or the old location where the Thunderbolt coaster was. Or it's possible they could just keep the old queue for whatever the new ride is, but still I think a retheme is much more likely and, dare I say, logical for the park. What do you think? So when could this new project open? Well, considering nothing's happened yet, probably not for a while if it's indeed a new attraction. I'm gonna guess late 2027 if they went that route. But if they go for a retheme with a new train or something, I think it definitely could happen for late 2026. We'll probably get an inkling of the direction sooner than later, so stay tuned. But wait, there's more. There's also some wording on the screen. The top says traverse scaffold to upper level, which refers to the Motocoaster queue leading up to the station. And also the load station, the hero discovery, which likely refers to the story or, overall thematic idea of this section of the attraction. I'm gonna guess it's similar to the, archetypal hero's journey you see in stories. I'm not really good on story or, predicting lore or things like that, so I'll leave it to Mr. YumYum to probably explain in his own video. Check it out. Also, Adventures of Theme Park Girl posted this image from Greg's screen. Now, I'm not sure if this was intended to get publicized, so apologies to Dreamworld if it wasn't, but a few people had a look, and Brad on the park's forum used some AI wizardry to upscale it, and look what it could say. Public announcement on the 1st of August 2026. Could this be when we'll probably hear about Motocoaster 2? Or could this be for something else? Time will tell, but either way I'm looking forward to that time of year now. Anyway, it's awesome to finally have something official to ponder over Motocoaster's future, and I can't wait to join you all for this journey. Stay tuned for lots of in-park updates and probably some more Ogre Talky videos just like this. Thank you for watching, feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed, consider subscribing, blah 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 blah, and I'll see you in the next video. Ogre and out! It's hard to make out in the pixely image, but it certainly looks like it could be